What's up, team? In today's episode, we're going to go ahead and design this crazy motocross style, jersey for your clothing brand. This one's a full video process, no skipping, no fast forward, just a full length design think process, so you guys can watch my whole design process. So let's go ahead and get locked in. Now, this is a design style we're going to be following, something similar to this. I'm going to go ahead and open the Patreon tech pack from 2024. Lovely. It's this one right here. And I need like this piece right here. This will work perfectly. But for me personally, I want the sleeves to come downwards because that might be easier. It's easier to design when the sleeves are outwards like this. But I think for viewing angles, in terms of social media, it's better when it's outside. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this in twice using the direct selection tool and then holding shift and pressing my arrow key to the left this time, just twice. It'll bring it in and it's just more accurate. 1, 2, actually 3, 1, 2. Let's go ahead and align that though. See that? That's perfect. I ain't really count. So let's bring it in a bit more. What else do we need to change? We need to change the actual collar to match this. So it's almost like a mock neck. So something like, if I'm using the pen tool right now, find the middle point right here. And let's go ahead and ungroup everything real quick because we're going to go ahead and move around. Ungroup. Still all grouped. Ungroup again. Okay, much better. So we deleted the color using direct selection like so, and then pressing delete. Press Command Z to go backwards. I'm going to go ahead and make a custom mock neck. So that's going to be fairly easy because it's literally just 2 lines going up and then adding a minor curve. So let's go ahead and add this as well. Group. I'm going to go ahead and group this and then duplicate it to the other side, just holding Alt on my Mac keyboard, and then transform and reflect that. And let's go ahead and just join these 2 points. Direct selection, select those points and press join. Join. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into the pen tool options and grab the delete points, anchor points, and remove the anchor points. Bam. And then I'm going to go ahead and just add a slight curve in the middle, like so. There we go. I want to go ahead and make these a bit taller as well. I'm not going to delete anything from this because it's perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and just move around the anchor points using the direct selection tool so they match the other side as well. And there we go. We have a mock neck similar to this. I'm going to bring in the actual shirt in a bit more, so just by 1. So highlighting using direct selection tool, then holding shift and then pressing the arrow key to go inside. Lovely. Now let's start designing. I actually just want to kind of get this whole aesthetic here. So big B in the middle, same exact design layout is what we're going to go for. And we're just going to remake this basically for this brand identity. Let's go ahead and drop that in Let's go ahead and drop that into here. Perfect. Let's look at some hog logos. I actually just want like claws and a ball. I don't know where I searched up before to get that look. I think I put in the actual BallHOG logo from IG. Yes, I want this. We're gonna go ahead and steal this. You can see all the variations that people make. I want to turn this into like an icon or a logo for the brand. Obviously, we're going to have to remake it within Illustrator, but that's fine. Nothing we can't do. Let's go ahead and start designing. Let's go ahead and add some type. I'll start with a B. So I just pressed T on my keyboard. So I could go ahead and add that in. I'm going to go ahead and just look for a nice font. This is good. I will go fast. I don't know how to, bro. I will never know how to pronounce logos properly. So create outline. Let's go ahead and make that a bit smaller. Delete this area right here. And everybody was hating on the official BallHOG logo in the comments. So let's go ahead and make an actual logo. Arrange, center back. Just add a stroke to this. Actually, make an ellipse using the ellipse tool. Fill this in with black. Turn this one off. Make a duplicate of that. Make it a bit smaller. And then align it within the actual ellipse of the original. This is what it's going to look like. Make adjustments as you see fit. So bring out this one and make it a bit thinner. And then align that again using the alignment tools. Let's make this a lot thinner. Okay, that's much better. Once you're here, go ahead and use the Pathfinder tool and cut out using the main object. Now, I really like the distressing within this. I don't even know how they did that, but I'm assuming they put like an overlay of another graphic, cut that out, and then went ahead and started to dislocate the actual logo to get the effect. That's gonna be difficult. So let's go ahead and duplicate this, turn this into one object, and then the search up in Google cracked glass. Something like this. Let's go ahead and download that. And then window, image trace, preview, paths. Let's bring that up, and then threshold. We'll bring this up as well. And let's press ignore, object, expand. And then up here, while this is still selected, let's search up compound in the text. and then compound path make, or you can go to object and go to compound path. I just find it a lot easier searching for stuff that way. This should be a compound path, so let's just make sure though. Compound path, make. So now if we have this one selected and it's at the top, and then we use the eyedropper tool to select this, which is the background, we can see what it's gonna look and move it around until you find a happy spot. Around here is perfect. Let's go ahead and use the pathfinder tool again to cut that out officially and make our logo. And let's go ahead and ungroup this. Oh, ungroup this, and then we're gonna go ahead and release compound path. So then we can go ahead and move around the individual areas. There we go. Let's go ahead and group this all, make a duplicate of it, and then go to compound path make. Now we got the centerpiece, and it's a compound path. We can go ahead and add a stroke to this, and let's go ahead and put the stroke on the, align it to the outside. And let's go ahead and just fill it with a random color. I'm gonna go ahead and open my color books actually. Color books, CMY uncoded. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it to the left so I can have my color books open 24/7 while I work. And here is where you have your actual colors, and which one you're selecting. So if you press this, you're selecting the outside and you're changing that color. And if you press this one here, you're changing the inside and you're changing that color. Let's make it orange. What's BallHOG colors? Let's get back to the Instagram. Yeah, orange. Let's find a nice orange. Right there. And the inside, we're gonna make it like a brown. Just around here somewhere. Let's add some more text. BallHOG. And now let's find a nice font. Bam, 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 bam. Something like this, actually. Amelia script. No, I used that on the last project. I can't use it again. There's something about me, like, I don't want to use logos more than like, fonts more than like twice back to back on a project. Like, it gets too much after that. I need a good font. Dirty Old Town Road is not that good. I use that font too much. Something like this, yeah. I think this is a what's it called? What's that? Fight Club? Fight Night? Fight Club? Is it a Fight Club logo? Yeah, it looks like the Fight Club logo. Cause look at this. Yeah. Let's go ahead and create an outline of that. And I want to add a little bit of something to distinguish it to make it a G, because this doesn't really look like a G. So object, transform, and shear. And we're going to match the shear angle to the font. So around here. Let's go ahead and make these one. Before that, let me go ahead and add a bit of a curvature to the ends and then make it into one. go ahead and group this. And now let's go to Effect, Warp, Arc. And now for the horizontal, we're gonna put it like here. And then the bend, we're gonna drop this down a little bit. This is perfect. And let's go ahead and go Object, Expand. I've been doing this all in the back. Let me put it up here because this is the front. And now let's go ahead and just use the eyedropper tool because it's going to copy the same effects that we have on here. And let's go ahead and make the font an actual compound path. Let's do that before we do that. So compound path make, and then we can go ahead and select this, and then it will keep aligned when it comes to the stroke. Because when you make something a compound path, it's essentially telling Illustrator that it's one object and it's not multiple different things. So I'm gonna keep this stroke, but in the actual appearance options here, you can add more strokes and stuff like that. Pause. Anyway, so for the fill, I want to change this into like a white. And then I want to go ahead and add in, what should I do? Should I add another stroke onto that? Yeah, let's go ahead and add another stroke. But this time I want it to be on top. So, and I'm going to drop this down and then change the color to like a brown to match this. Make this a bit thicker. And let's go ahead and add another stroke. And then this one, we'll drop it down also and make it like a, what color? Like a yellow maybe? Yeah, that looks fire. Ah, I'm not even selected. And now I just want to add BallHOG Street Team. Yeah, that sounds cool. And let's go ahead and grab another font, but we don't want it to overpower this one. I would use Akira, but I didn't pay for that, so I don't want to get hit with copyright. Yeah, something like this. Drop this down. Did I make a duplicate? Yes, I did. In case anyone want to go back, create outline, and let's ungroup it, and let's bring it in a bit. Actually, cool thing, let's delete this T, and then bring in the eam, and then we'll use the 1T for both logos, for both for both words, and just make it a big. So Street Team. And then let's go ahead and group that, make a duplicate of that. And now let's go to Effect, Warp, Arc. And basically we're just going to do the complete opposite of this. So drop this down this way. And then for the horizontal, make it plus 36 the other way. So yeah, for the vertical angle, yeah, make it a bit more flat. And I'm gonna go ahead and just make it a bit wider. And go Object, Expand, Expand. And I'm gonna go ahead and make this into a compound path again. And then copy this. And then for the fill, I think I might just make it like the flat yellow. Fire. So we got the main design in the middle kind of complete. We can go ahead and drop this down. And then I can go ahead and start working on this, which I wanted to turn this into like a secondary logo for the chest. So let's go ahead and do that. Could we use image trace possibly to grab the actual vector format of this without having to go around it? Yes, we can. Guys, I do not recommend this. You will get sued. Please don't do as I do. Please don't do as I do. Do, what's the word? What's the saying? Do as I say and not as I do. Don't do this. You will get in trouble. But this is a hypothetical project. And yeah. We're gonna change it a lot though. We just wanted the actual vector format of this. And I didn't want to pay 80 cents for this, vector format. I could have just traced it in Photoshop as well, but shout out to Illustrator. For this font, we're gonna go with something like this. Actually, this is like interesting Western. Actually, I just want the B from this, and then create outline. And now I'm going to use the shape builder tool to fill this in with the colors that I want. So for the nails, I want them to be white. And then for the skin, I'm going to go ahead and use the same brown. Again, I'm trying to minimize how much colors I use, because when it comes to production, like even if this project doesn't get produced, you have to think about like making it as cost effective as you can for your client. So if you're doing 85 different colors and you expect this to be embroidered or even printed, if it's not being like sublimination, it's going to be expensive, because the more colors, the more you pay when it comes to production. So I'm going to go ahead and add a stroke to this B. And the fill is going to be black, but the outside, going to make it a yellow. Actually a white. Oh no. Yellow stands out, and make the stroke on the outside. You see how these claws are on top of this B? I don't like that. I want them to be on top of the B and not underneath the B, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the stroke off, pause. And then I'm gonna go ahead, scale it to how I want. And then use the shape builder tool to build our shape. See, this is downsides about tracing a logo using image trace. You're not able to edit it how you want. Nah, I'm gonna scrap this idea. It was cool for the moment. Actually, I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work because I like it. We're gonna go back and let my OCD, calm down a bit and just use the B anyway on top. I'm gonna use HOG. I'm gonna put HOG right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab an ellipse. Hold shift as you're making your ellipse to keep it a perfect circle. And I want it to align. And then I'm going to go ahead and use type on a path and then put right here, HOG. And then I want to make this large. And then I'm going to turn this into an object without even duplicating it, because who cares about my life? And I'm going to align it a little bit. Perfect. And I'm going to copy the settings. Firstly, turn it into a compound path. Compound path, make. And then copy settings. I wonder if I can round off the edges. Yeah, that's much better. Looks more complete, looks more professional. And then I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this. Object, expand appearance, object, expand appearance again. And then I'm gonna go ahead and flatten this into one shape. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add a stroke to the outside. Before that, let's go object, path, offset path. And then make this like a 8 or 9 maybe. Not too big. 5 maybe. Like this. And I'm gonna copy these settings. For the outside, I'm gonna make it white. Group this, arrange, bring to front. And then I'm gonna go ahead and align everything. And then group that. Now let's just go ahead. Let's look for some more. Damn, clip as. I like that. We don't press X. That's cool. I'm gonna put that in the back. I'm gonna make it extremely large. I want to look at the PlayStation controller design language. I like this. I want to take this from the PlayStation. Oh my gosh, I just thought of a crazy idea. What if we got the PlayStation controller, turn that into a logo, and then like have the wire connected onto the X? Oh, that would be insane. Oh my gosh, that is a crazy idea. First, let's duplicate this. Let's find a much cooler font. Let's go ahead and turn this into, no. I don't like any of this. I'm gonna just use this logo that we used for Street Team, and then make a duplicate, and then make this like extended. And then I want to get the PS2 logo vector, no, PS2 controller. just go ahead. Let's vectorize this PlayStation controller. It's probably a PS2 controller. Much better. Why did I try to do it with this off-angle as design? Off-angle as. Something like this. Perfect. Let's vectorize this. So we gotta start with this, and let's make a duplicate, make this a bit larger. Let's go ahead and arrange and bring this to the front. Let me just use some off colors for the moment. Or I could actually use grays. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just use a rectangular tool to kind of get this shape. And I'm using the ellipse tool, holding shift to make this. And I love Illustrator has almost every single shape in here. Let's go ahead and delete these points to make it into a triangle. Oh my gosh, I've been playing God of War recently, and that is my new favorite game on my PS Vita, because I don't really mess with new technology in terms of gaming. I think it's just too addictive. I wouldn't have anything like this channel if I played games all day. Let's go ahead and just duplicate this and then transform, reflect, and then use the alignment tools to make this into the perfect X. And then let's go ahead and make the caps rounded. Let's go ahead and duplicate this and then make it like this. Let's go ahead and, oh, forgot one key thing. I forgot the circles. Let's go ahead and align everything to the key subject. And do it for everything. So select both and then align them into a key subject and then group them after. So except for this triangle. And then press Command G to group everything. Now all that's left is to get these two and align these and then group them and then align everything to this and then group that. Do the exact same for here. Align these two together, group them, and then align it to the big rectangle and then group that. After we've done that, we're going to go ahead and ungroup it, and then we're going to go ahead and use these two. So this one here and this one, we're going to turn these into one object using Pathfinder, and then we're going to go ahead and round them off a bit. And then we're going to go ahead and select this, and then we're going to make a duplicate and then arrange it and then send it to the back a bit and then make the color a bit darker to make it look like it's offset. I'm going to go ahead and arrange it and send it all to the back. Oh, you see the vision, gang? You see the vision come to life. This would have been so much easier on Photoshop, but I feel like you should know all the programs and not just one. If you want to take this design stuff seriously, learn all the programs. I've never seen this before. There we go. And then for these two, we can just copy from these ones directly. And let's go ahead and just, you know, grab some random colors to match. Grab some random colors to match the actual PS colors. It's like a light blue. Is PlayStation gonna sue me for this? Like, realistically, 1 out of 10, how crazy would they sue me for this? Let's group this and just drag it to this area right here. I think, so we don't get sued, I'm just gonna go ahead and just duplicate this to the other side. Like so. Let's go ahead and start making the general controller shape. So I think it's like this. How would I do this? Almost like here. And then here. Like this. And then do I just like curve it in a lot? Innovation, guys. Who's better than Designedbywil? Let's talk about it. And now let's focus on this one. So right here, right here, right here. Oh, around here, actually. Let's bring it to the middle. And I'm going to go ahead and use the curvature pen tool to bring this up. I'm going to go ahead and curve this in. Curve this in. And I'm going to go ahead and create a rectangular shape here and just curve it a bit. And then just curve this in. Arrange. Bring to front. And then let's go ahead and close this. So join two objects. And now this is like a dark gray. And this is a light gray. Let's go ahead and bring this to the front. Something like this. Let's make this rectangle, circle, sorry, ellipse, holding, again, stress this enough, hold shift as you do this so you can keep it into one shape. Let's make a duplicate, bit of an offset. And then let's go ahead and arrange and then bring this up. And I feel like this one needs one more. Something like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and add a stroke. All right, make it one of these colors around here. Something like this. Let's press Command R and use rulers to see if this is straight. Oh, it's straight. duplicate it, transform, reflect. Arrange, center back. Arrange, center back. Let's just grab this. Arrange, bring to front. Object, expand. Let's group this. For this, I'm going to go ahead and grab this using the eyedropper tool, make a duplicate on top. The one underneath, I'm going to go ahead and change the color to make it look like a shadow. Let's add a stroke. There we go. Let's go ahead. Just go ahead and fill. Just group this, make a duplicate, object expand, make this into one shape, arrange, send it to back, object path, offset path, 4. And then I'm gonna add we don't press X, something like I need a different font. You know when all your fonts don't hit and it's so annoying? Yeah, something like this. Duplicate it, create outline, and then ungroup it. I'm gonna group this, I'm gonna group this, I'm gonna group this, and then I'm gonna group the ES and then X. I'm gonna make this large, put it here. I'm gonna put this here. We're gonna go ahead, arrange, center back, and then for the X, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this all the way to the front. There we go. And now for all these, I'm gonna turn them all into compound paths. What the heck is this? Down here. What is this? I've never seen that. What is this window? Let's continue. Let's go ahead and make these all small. Let's go ahead and copy this. Why doesn't it let me altogether change the colors? Ah, this one. That's the issue. So if I'd select these, let's go ahead and add in another stroke. Drop down the weight and then change the color. I might use a shape builder to actually turn this into one shape. Why isn't this allowing me? To make it different, I might just make this one red. This looks more like the front than this, no? I'm not tripping, right? I might migrate these. Big shoulders. I like this font. I need a clean font. I'm gonna go ahead and go Object, Transform, Shear. And then create an outline, ungroup, and I wanna make this bigger. Object, Transform, Shear. Go Object, Transform, Shear. Object, Expand. Just go ahead and group this. Object, Transform, Shear again because it's not aligning with both. Okay, that's better. Compound path, make. Let's go ahead, make a duplicate of this. Object. Objects, path, offset path. There we go. 3. Arrange, bring this front. Let's go ahead and add a stroke. Put this to the outside. Gonna add a bit of a stroke. group. Just add some numbers just to make it a bit more sporty. I think 01. That looks good. Just add a share to this. INT. Let's find a nice font. I might go to Font Meme and search for some more fonts. Collection. Da da dun 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 dun. This might be cool. Gemini font. And it's open license, which is amazing. Let's use that font. Create an outline and a duplicate. I'm at this one object. I want to make this red. Arrange, bring it to front. And I want to add a stroke, but put it on the outside. I want to add another by text to the back. If you're not BallHOG, then ... Gonna duplicate that, create an outline. Look how much fonts we've been using while working. That is absolutely insane. I'm gonna go ahead and look at some more references in regards to the motocross jerseys. Like stuff like this. Like, you know how they have the duplicated logo? Like if I put like hog, 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 like would that make sense? Like if I go ahead and hog. I need a good font. Just make it all uppercase only. Yeah, this is perfect. Going to outline. And then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and use a shape builder. Oh my gosh, this perspective thing is so annoying. Shape builder. Gonna delete what we don't need. Ball. I need a thick font. Pause. Again, we have to make it all uppercase. Yeah, perfect. And then create outline. Ungroup. Let's go ahead and duplicate this. That is not spaced out properly, lol. Anyway, I'm trying to make a sort of vintage logo. Almost like the Jordan logo. And I'm gonna go ahead, like this reference. Should I add another offset? I feel like I've been adding too much offsets, but this is gonna go on the sleeves, by the way, so that's why I'm making it. I really like this concept with the flames. Just make a stroke actually and just make it white. Put it on the outside. Just ungroup it. Time to start placing the designs everywhere. I'm gonna open the Speed Racer vector pack. Because I want one of these. I want this one right here. Oh, perfect. That looks crazy. Just gonna arrange. Bring to front. This is going to have to be sublimination. There's no way a manufacturer can print this or embroider all this. Gonna go ahead and duplicate this to the other side. Oh, for this one only. Object. What does it transform? Transform, reflect. It's missing something. I want one of these round logos. Let's grab this. Actually, we already have this primary round logo right here in the middle. I like this S right here. Oh, a lot of people have referenced this piece a lot. This is pretty cool. Yeah, something like this is what I envisioned. Should we just put a random... I have a pack on my website. I have this pack on my website, and it has like more so like Y2K-ish graphics. It's going to be right here. It's the Nebula pack. Should I use something from here? Let's use... No local files. This one right here. But why is it only the displays Nebula right here? This one right here. And now if we go to Pinterest again, where's my Pinterest? Let's just use the font we already have. I'm gonna start off by making a, kind of a shape to fill this area. And then I'm gonna just grab a font right here. Zero. I'm gonna use this font right here. Object, envelope, make with top objects. There we go, perfect. Object, expand that. Make this into one object. Bam. How do you, if I spell assist wrong, I'm gonna be so pissed off. Assists. I'm gonna use this font. I've been using this font too much. I'm gonna be sick of it. Lastly, object path, offset path. Make that into one shape. And I'm gonna go into wireframe mode, so Command Y, delete those. Arrange, center back. Let's go ahead and just align this. This one I want to make like an odd color, so I'll make it green. I'm gonna make this like pink. Add a bit of a stroke, put it to the outside, and then round it all off. And then just group it all. Let's make this black. Let's make this white. Let's make this all white as well. Actually, should we make this all black? There we go. Bam. Now it is time to add in our actual, garment lines. Let's go to Pinterest again. Find some cool references. Like this Yamaha piece is a really good reference. I think if we can make something like this, that would be cool. See this knocked up piece? This knocked up piece is insane. I'm looking for something that, looks cool in terms of colors, but is vintage so we can reference it. Like this star piece right here. This is what we want. Oh, and they already have one for us, so. I can use the Speed Racer pack and something from here. Like this. And then realistically, we're gonna go ahead and group this all again because I forgot to group it. I'm gonna make a duplicate and then use the live paint bucket to color this all in. Like so. Object expand on this one. Object expand again. Let's group this. I want to add this to the back. Let's grab, ooh, this would be sick. Let's cliche them flames. And I'm gonna go effect warp arc. I can't see it. Out of strike. Effect warp arc. What if I use a flag? It's not working. Effect warp arc. Let's go flag. Effect warp arc. Object expand appearance. It's not working either. I think I might just keep it like this. Object. Transform. Reflect. Make clipping mask. Arrange, center back. Something like this. Oh, that is crazy. That looks so fire. But we also need some garment lines. So let's go ahead and just freestyle some garment lines right now. Right here. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. That's fire. Let's go in with some curves. Just add. I'm literally gonna get this produced for myself. Transform, reflect. Now let's group that with, make a duplicate of it. And then group this. So this is all one line work. Let's go ahead and add one. Just go ahead and align them. Make sure you press Y when you're making these garment lines and they connect, because once you go to shape builder, live paint, sorry, this is going to be a headache if it doesn't connect. Now from here, we color. But before that, let's just go ahead and remove this out of this chaotic circle that we've created. And then make a duplicate of it. I think if we make it like a blue. So live paint. Coloring is so fun. For the fill, I'm gonna make it like a cream. Something like this. Let's change this into a different color. I'll start coloring this as well. That looks insane. I'm gonna duplicate the BallHOG. Transform, reflect. Make a duplicate of this. Let's add some text. Ball. Object, expand appearance. I wanted to add this in. Wow, this turned out crazy. That last clipping mask really added a bit of detail towards the back. Rather towards the front. Should we add this to the back as well? Oh, but let's change the color. Yeah. So within the clipping mask, you can go ahead and double click it as well and change the color. This turned out insane. And we're done. That was the full process. I want to know how long that was. I hope you guys enjoyed that and you guys followed along with me if you're designing your own, or if you just wanted to watch how to use Illustrator for your designs. Damn, that felt like a wow, but we got there. What do you guys think of the design? I think I give it like a 10 out of 10. I think I really like the creativity. Like, we're mixing like old school, new school to come up with this concept. And we also stole this. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Peace.